Hi everyone, I'm Lakshmi Haripati. I'm here to present my proposal on daily dairy farm for class RS 600 and Dr. Adam's Place. The daily dairy farm is located in Ongole, India. The reason I choose dairy farm in India because I have known of the dairy farm market and the business in that particular area. Daily Dairy Farm has almost like 500 buffaloes and a large BMC. They also collect milk from nearby farmers, and the most of the milk comes from the local farmers. In India, government is also supporting youth in rural areas to invest money and time in dairy farms and agriculture to promote the culture. My agenda is to check feasibility of potential expansion project for Daily Dairy Farm. Daily Dairy Farm wants to develop a different farm with a BMC in a different location. So comes to the next slide. Location issues to examine. Each and the locations, the issues listed over here, everything is correlated. The location selection is very important because it can save money on transportation and it's also a benefit for animal welfare. For example, if you take animal welfare is depends upon the water contamination and depends upon how purified the water is and how good the water under the ground. So the buffaloes can get good proteins from the food where it grows, the plants grows. And the milk quality is also an important aspect to know because without milk quality around the milk location will be an issue for a dairy farm because they cannot get a good rate for a low quality milk. Transportation also plays an important role. Milk needs to be delivered or collected in time, or it will be most likely be bad with time. If if milk is not pasteurized or anything like that, it will get rotten and it will get a bad smell. So the collected milk is nothing but a waste. And environment approvals. Environment approvals is required for waste management and animal welfare. Waste management is also a very important aspect in the dairy farm because they have to be hygienic in the dairy farm so that the buffaloes or cows or whatever animals they will not get any infections from the uh, these bad materials of waste and government funding. We need to find out any subsidies from government that can help dairy farm financially and as well as per the land allocation and all the stuff. Comes to the next slide. Definitions. What's a BMC? BMC is a bulk milk cooling center. It can be used for pasteurizing the milk. That pasteurizing in the sense they will heat the milk up to a certain point and rapidly cool it off to a cold point so that the milk can sustain for more time. So and once they do the pasteurization, they will upload all the upload milk to a tankers and they'll supply to packing centers or whoever the vendor they want to send. And most of the dairy farms doesn't have a BMCs. They usually carry have like buffaloes and cows so they can produce a milk and they will ship it to BMCs. But dairy farm has an advantage here. They have a in-house BMC, so they can preserve the milk for much time, and that's the only BMC in that particular area. So the farmers has to give their milk for more sustainability. They and yeah, dairy farms and local farmers are the key players in this particular research. AntCan Private Limited is the company where they do statistics and they do the surveys for that from the farmers and from the local authorities. And Masudan Rao is the owner of Daily Dairy Farm. He gonna provide financial information of currently running dairy farm, and he will provide all the stats and what's income levels and what the price for processing, everything he can be provided from the currently running form. The methodology, the cross-sectional research. In this project, I'm going to get information from local farmers and from ant can company who provide me stacks and everything for this particular research and comparative approach because our dairy farm owner is already providing all the information requirement for a dairy farm for which is already currently running. So I'm going to take that particular data and I'm going to do the analysis for more what's going to be involved in this particular research, and I'm going to explain that in the next slide. And this research requires quality and quantity analysis. Quality analysis is for example, if you take a milk quality, so milk quality cannot be tested by a single vendor. They have to go through all the farmers, or maybe they have to get the samples from the farmers, and they have to do a test on daily basis for a certain amount of days, and they can do a research on the milk quality, and they can create a quality level for that particular area, and so they can think about to invest time and money in a new location. And also transportation. Transportation also require analysis because it depends upon the farmers. They have to make a route or a map so that they can collect the milk in time and then they deliver the milk in time. And this location has to be close to accessible to roads and this location should be like a hygienic and you should have like a more water, underground water, and it should have farms next to it so they can grow grass and other stuff so that buffaloes or cows can eat. So comes to the scope of the project. In the scope of the project, we are going to do analysis on the breakpoint analysis, requirement for facilities, resource allocation and availability, production cost per unit, and disaster recovery analysis. So the breakpoint analysis, basically this breakpoint analysis will deal with how much money we have to, how much meat we have to collect so that we the minimum amount of milk we have to collect so that we can be sustained in the business, and the requirements for facilities. Requirement facilities, or there are so many requirements for a dairy farm as per environment purpose, as per animal welfare, and financially, and as per transportation, and we have to consider all these things. Resource allocation and availability. In dairy farm, labor is an important role. We have to have, they have to have hired so many labor for cleaning and staffing, and they request a lot of people for transportation, for collecting milk, the testing milk, and some of facilitators and everything. And production cost per unit, they have to do an analysis on production cost per unit. The benefit of this break-even point analysis and production cost per unit, we can get these values from currently running daily dairy farm. And in this project, I'm not involved in government subsidies, products, or value because I don't have time to look into these subsidies. So I left it out of my research. I will try to engage some of local authorities. I already approached AntCamp for this purpose, but they mentioned like they can go to local authorities and they can get the information, but I'm not sure about this information, so that's why it's out of scope. And intended audience. Our intended audience are Madhusudan Rao, the owner of Dairy Farm, and Andhra Pragati Gramina Bank. It's a bank, basically it's a farmer-based bank, so they give low interest rates for the farmers, and this bank will generally encourage farmers to invest money and time in farming so that they can produce a good and some of the yeah. And Mazlan Rao is also like one of the internal audience, and he's the one who made the decision. Once he made the decision, we wanna approach Andhra Pragati Bank for financial stuff. And Mazlan Rao is already having a good relationship with the APG Bank because he already came through his initial project with Delhi Dairy Farm with APG Bank itself. So he had a good approval records and everything for loans and that stuff. The conclusion. So the main part for this presentation is for finding the feasibility of dairy farm investment in a new location, and also requires to check with animal welfare and the farmers' wellness, and is and it also depends upon Antcon private limited statistics and everything. And these are the references. Thank you.